I thought we'd get a couple flights on my old converted chuck glider. Haven't had it out in so long. It's time to blow some dust off of it. Flies like a bat. Alright, so let's get out here by the road. Wind's picking up. Maybe a good thing. I don't know. Alright. Into the wind. Into the wind. Are we ready? Alright, so this just has a micro receiver in it, low voltage receiver, with a 5-volt voltage regulator on it for a couple of low voltage servos, well actually 3 of them. We got 2 servos running the ailerons and 1 running the elevator. No rudder on it. It's just bank and yank. I don't know how many flights I've got on this little glider. It's got to be a couple hundred, maybe 300 flights on it. Moves around pretty well, doesn't it? It's got a little DYS. You guys remember DYS, don't you? DYS 1104, 7,000 kV motor, running on a 2S Lipo with a gym fan. Not a bad roll rate. With a gym fan, 3020 2-blade prop on it. it maneuvers so well. It's kind of like flying a bat. Called my bat glider. Very maneuverable for not having a rudder. I mean, it's tight turns. I think this glider may have been my very first brushless conversion. It's just one of those little EPP foam chuck gliders you get at Banggood, and when they were pretty inexpensive, I think I bought a 5-pack. I think I gave 3 of them away to some kids, and kept 2 of them. This is the only one I've converted so far. I would like to convert another one, and I was thinking about putting a tractor motor on it, but you know, after flying that Eachine Flying Fish, I think what I'd like to do, if I ever have time to convert another one, would be to put dual motors on the wing, like the Eachine Flying Fish. I've been so happy with the way that plane flies, and on the next one I would certainly want to put a rudder on it too. But I don't have optimal motors for that. I have a couple of Racerstar 1206 7500 kV motors. I might be able to put like a 2.5-inch prop on those motors and not, you know, pull too many amps, because you can't fit a big battery in these. This has got a, I think it's a fully max. Really small, lightweight. 2S, I think it's a 450 milliamp hour, and I can just fit it, you know, underneath that canopy. Whee! Whee! I think it's pretty cool though, and it's almost indestructible. I have nosed it in hard several times, and it just bounced up off the ground. The only time that I did any damage to it, this is the glider I spoke about in some of my other videos when I was flying in a lot of wind, and I thought I'd be smart and come out here with this little glider that I think weighs about 115, 120 grams all up weight. And I thought I'd be smart and come out here and fly it in 20-mile-an-hour wind with 28-mile-an-hour gust, and I was pulling a loop with it, coming back downwind, and it was running so fast with the wind behind it, I couldn't pull it up before I got to the truck, and it just hammered into the side of the truck, and I took it home in 3 pieces. It's hard to believe that this little foam glider was in 3 pieces. I just glued it back together and good to go. It has really been abused. Okay, so let's come back over from the opposite direction. I think the wind is still kind of behind me right now. And we'll just glide it in since it's a glider. Ta-da! Okay, now I gotta go recover it. But yeah, I think that's I think this is the very first brushless conversion that I ever did, and I'm really happy that I did it. There are easier ways of doing it than the way I did it. You know, if I had to do it over again, I'd be a little smarter about it, but it did work out pretty well, so I was happy with the results. Let's put it that way. I'd like to get a little bigger one than this. You know, I'd love to be able to get, I don't know, something with 28 to 30 inch wingspan and put dual motors on the wing so that it could carry a little larger battery. But I have another one of these 48, it's a 48 centimeter wingspan, and I have another one of these that I haven't converted yet. So if I have time to do that, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll put the dual motors on it. Alright, so I got another battery pack. Let's put this little back glider back in the air again. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, another flight on the back glider. Yeah, see, these are the really old, those are Sheeta. I thought they were fully mixed. They're Sheeta, but they're really old. I can't even remember now what those came with, but those came with something that I bought years ago. And those are the Lipos that I have been using in this all along, so they're pretty old. But I still have, after that flight, it was I had my timer set for 5 minutes, and I still had 3.7 volts per cell. Man, the wind has completely shifted on me. Alright, we're going to launch in this direction now. But, you know, it doesn't pull a lot of amps. I think at full throttle with that little motor and prop, I think it might be pulling 6.5 to 7 amps at full throttle. So, not a lot. Pretty cool though, huh? It doesn't have enough power to pull any real big loops, but it does okay. I love the fact that it's so maneuverable. Whee! Whee! Whoa, that was close. I stalled it there. Do a little better one. There we go. Whoa. Yeah, I'm a little out of practice with this one. It does move out pretty fast though. Would you see me almost hit that cactus? That would not be good. Have you ever had to pull cactus needles out of foam? Not fun. Ask me how I know that. Whee! Isn't that maneuverable? Sometimes it is hard to track with the camera. Whee! See, they're not huge loops, but they're not bad, you know, considering the amount of power that it has. I think it carries its momentum pretty well. Whee! Ooh, ooh. I thought I lost power there for a second. You know, and as much as I have abused this plane and as many times as I've crashed it, I have not had a single component failure. I mean, they have held up really, really well. The servos, the ESC, the voltage regulator, the receiver. That's amazing. As much as I have punished this, I haven't had to replace a single component in it. Isn't that fun though? I mean, this you can fly in a very, very small space. Look at that. This is definitely a park flyer. I'll have a link in the show notes to the playlist for this where I did it's like a 10 or 11 video series tutorial of everything that I did to convert this, the components I picked out. Pretty cool though. Okay, so my timer already elapsed. The wind shifted on me 180 degrees, so we're going to come in from the other direction this time. I don't know why I went so far out. Gliding. Oh man, am I going to have to go around? Yeah, I don't want to run. I don't want to walk that far. Okay, gliding. Come on, come down. There we go. I know, I don't even think I've ever had to replace a prop on this. So that is absolutely amazing. It is probably the most durable thing I've ever flown, to tell you the truth. It's absolutely a blast to fly. So if you guys are interested in something like that, like I said, the playlist for the tutorial and everything will be in the show notes, and there's plenty of flight videos of this. Like I said, I've got to have somewhere around 300 flights on this glider now. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.